Oh, they thought we was gonna let them get away without listening to the song? Yeah.
Get used to it, folks.
Come on, I'm with my brothers, man.
The table where the bosses sit, stunning everything in sight, whether it's in the bloodline or corporate. Walk me out, they laid a big smile, no handcuff our officers. Hold on, wait, I think they lost the script. We got some shooters. Pow. It's
Off the hip.
Chilling at the head of the table where the bosses sit, stunning everything in sight, whether it's in the bloodline or corporate. Walk me out, they rain a big smile, no handcuff our officers. Hold on, wait, I think they lost the script. We got some shooters. Pow. It's off the hip. Chilling at the head of the table where the bosses sit, stunning everything in sight, whether it's in the bloodline or corporate. Walk me out the arena, big smile, no handcuff by officers. Hold on, wait, I think they lost the script.
Yo.
Chill. Also, before we start, sponsored by Old Time. I'm still a hood nigga, 50 cent soda. Oh, by the way, this is the vanilla cream. Go get this in your nearest bodega. Hello.
Let it blow something, man.
Yeah, no, it's real.
I'm here with my brothers, man. Unwelcome your thoughts off the hip with my brother Razor, my brother Snake Eyes. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all good?
Sure.
Great.
Another blessed Monday.
Yeah.
It's the summertime.
Summer
Man,
slam getting close.
McAfee said 2 weeks away. Is it 2 weeks? 1.5?
Next week's the go home.
We there. We right there. Listen, this Monday night felt easy to watch. Flowed easily for me. How about y'all? Like, did this shit felt drawn out to y'all? These 3 hours are getting easier for me.
This was a hell of Agents of SmackDown last week.
I thought it was, I agree with you. I thought it was smooth sailing. I thought it was great. I thought it was action throughout the whole 3 hours. Yeah. They also
Let me ask y'all something. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Just throw out there, they're gonna be on Sci-Fi the next 2 weeks. Just to
That's
know what
right.
it's gonna be. So they on Sci-Fi for the next 2 weeks. You know, do the Olympics. So yeah, it was good today. It was a good show.
Let me ask y'all something though, because we all moving to Netflix in 2024.
25.
Now, a lot of people been talking about the 3 hour, 2 hour. With this type of pace, would y'all like them to keep it at 3 hours, or would y'all go for the 2 hours?
I'm not mad at either.
Okay.
Yeah, we couldn't do it. Like, three doesn't feel bad at all. You know what I mean?
And also, if you want to break it down, like if you take out the commercial breaks and the one, maybe two bullshit piss break matches or segments, it's 2 hours anyways from start to finish. Now, they could add more once they go to Netflix. Again, I'm all for that.
Are you saying like go to Netflix? We could trim the fat if we want to.
Or they could just 3 straight commercial free hours.
Yeah.
Get more bang for your buck.
So let's get into it. Monday Night Raw started out with Priest and Gunther opening the show, bro. Like, Gunther came. I'm not gonna lie, we haven't been seeing Gunther since he won the King of the Ring like that. The last 2 weeks. Again, this isn't something I thought I wanted. Priest and Gunther, I'm getting invested by the week. I'm getting more invested.
I love how they I love how Priest is showing a lot of energy. You know what I mean? I think he brought a lot of energy tonight. Gunther came out talking smack. Gunther said, "Fuck y'all love. I don't need no love from y'all." Your whole team is trash. How about that?
Everything I said last week, I meant it.
You heard? I stand on that. Like, ain't your whole team trash? How about the whole Judgment Day? I feel like all y'all trash. Like, Gunther was talking spicy, dog. Like, and Priest, man, Priest came out with that energy. Ain't nothing to say. Like, what you say, ain't nothing to say. I'm ready to put these paws on you, bro. That was an amazing, amazing segment to start the show, man.
Caught him with one too, by the looks of it.
Yeah, man. And they kept it going. Like, this shit was through the break. Come back from the first break. You dig what I'm saying? Like, they kept us. Like, I love how they did that. Like, Priest was on that nigga bumper. Priest kind of was fucking Gunther up, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, Priest was getting the best of Gunther, man. So,
and I want to add on to that. I want to say to further my theory that I think Priest is going to win. I think one of you guys said it that if Gunther loses, it may be because of how he lost to Sami Zayn, where he's too overconfident, and I feel like I'm seeing that. Like, he's really not respecting Damian Priest, like, at all. He just jaw-jacking. He coming out like, yo, hand me the title. Give me what's mine.
You light work.
Yeah, like, we don't even need to have a match.
Now, question: Can the ring general be playing mind games? Is this a part of the plan? I want you to get like this. I want you to get over extra.
Now, I could see that, but that could backfire on him. It's where me and Razor had touched on that this can unlock Damian Priest. This could be the test that he needed, you know what I'm saying, to really become battle tested and hang with the greats.
He was missing like one thing. This might be it. We saw signs in NXT. Those who saw his career back in the day, we saw signs as Punishment Martinez. Gunther might be that key.
Who has a better move set to y'all?
Priest.
Yeah, Priest definitely got a bag.
He's just more athletic. That's just it.
Yeah, Priest showed a lot just tonight, like super kicks, jumping over there, like, you know what I mean? Just he definitely, I feel like Priest got a little more, and he does.
And he got some, and Priest is a little cheat code too, because he got some of our favorites finishes. Like he got a version of a choke slam, the South of Heaven. He had the Razor's Edge. You know what I'm saying? Which Scott Hall used. Big boom.
Though, them Gunther chops take everything from you. So it's like
gonna
when
come
you have
down
the energy to do the moves after 50 chops.
it's just who got the gas tanks. What it's gonna come down to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so after seeing that opening segment in y'all brothers' eyes, who got the advantage right now at this point going into SummerSlam in y'all opinion?
Priest got the momentum. Because now he let Gunther know, I'm here.
Right.
You can jaw jack all you want. You gonna respect me once I'm done putting hands on you.
For some reason, me personally, I feel like the ring general will be victorious. I don't know why.
And again, I see that as well, but it's one of those.
Yeah.
At least now with Priest, he's putting up a fight.
Yeah.
So again, it's getting to a point to where, like we said, we all had our doubts when this match was made initially after the last PLE. Now that we've had a time to marinate a little bit, it's shaping to be one hell of a hoss fight.
Absolutely. Could y'all see a stipulation added to this championship match?
Not yet.
I feel for Priest, since there's been so much going on within the last two of his matches, I think it's best if they want to make him really look good and keep his title, let this be a clean, hard-fought victory.
I don't think it's gonna be a clean match either, but I have a certain theory on that, which also ties into what we got not long after that segment had concluded.
Okay.
I'll say this: the mistakes that Priest made with Seth, he cannot make with Gunther. You can't make no mistakes with the ring.
And that name is, my opinion, that could be a possible X factor.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, like I told you guys privately, Seth has a horse or a dog in the fight in the match he's going to be the referee for, but also he's got a foot in the world title picture as well, because yes, Priest told him he could run him back. Gunther, should he win, he could say, I already whooped your ass. Your ass is already back of the line.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. I hear that theory, but do y'all think this is probably Damian wants to kind of prove he don't need no help to get it done, right? Y'all don't think this is going to be a straight up fade?
Yeah, that's what I think it has to be.
Straight up fade them two, like no one.
It has to be.
Help. It seems like going in that, like Damian Shawn, I don't need nobody to handle these people. I'm the champ, man. Like if I keep having Judgment Day come and help me, it kind of like makes me look like a weak champion. So I don't need y'all, and I'm on everything. Who won it? Gunther, you talking? Out the gate. I'm. You know what I mean? I feel like it's setting up a great one-on-one. I don't feel like anybody. If anybody comes to interfere, it might work against whoever. I mean, like Priest don't need
It
nobody.
was like in both title matches, Priest didn't have the Judgment Day. He kept his word. The Judgment Day didn't get involved.
Right.
And now, with, like you saying, Razor, with more stuff that transpired through the night, I feel like Judgment Day is gonna be more involved into the women's title scene, Rhea Ripley and Liv, rather
That's
than
gonna be very fascinating.
yeah, I think they're gonna be more entangled over there rather than with Priest and Gunther. I think if you want a great match, like a SummerSlam weekend championship heavyweight, you let them go at it. Just let them go at it.
Yeah.
It might steal the show, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. You have
just give me no disqualification. I don't need no ring count. Like, you know, it don't need to be no stipulation, but let's no disqualification. Like, if they go outside the ring, there's no count. Like, let's give it that. Let's give us that at least. You know what I mean? And I think they're gonna give us a hell of a match. You know what I mean? What I seen today was entertaining as fuck. Just like, yo, had me mad hype for this shit.
What if the match ends in like a double count out? Like they're just going at it for 10, 15 minutes. Either they're both still duking it out outside the ring, or they both just knock each other's senses outside the ring, and it's a count out.
Man.
There's a lot they can do with us now.
If it looks good, I won't be mad. If it looks cringy, I'm gonna be like,
My nigga Howard Finkel comes out. Somebody has to win this match. No, like remember those days? Like there has to be a winner. Y'all missed those days. Oh my god! Shout out to that guy.
Man, that's definitely one to watch for the weekend too. I'm glad they kind of put a stamp on that. Kept making that, like, again, Priest just came out, he didn't even say nothing, just straight snuffed them, boom. Then we get on to the next
talking.
Yep, that's it. They just start scrapping all the way through to the back. Like I said, this is happening through the commercial break, and then we get on to the next segment, the first match of the night. Y'all thought this should have been a main event. I think it should have been a main event too, but I see why they put it where they put it. We got Braun Breaker and Ilya Dragunov.
Round 2.
Amazing transition from that to this, by the way. Amazing transition from that. The crowd loved it. The crowd they loved when Ilya came out right after all. It's like, whoa, we had an amazing Raw. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to the
Green Bay loves football, which means they love violence.
Come on, out the gate. We getting Braun and Ilya out the gate. Come on.
The pacing of that was amazing. Like, you taking us on a ride right here. You got us excited. Then you just keep going up. It's just going up.
And just
you know what I'm saying?
We're going to have this matchup for probably the next 10 to 15 years.
You know what I'm really glad of right now about their transition, how the crowd is really receptive to both of them. Like, I had no doubts that they'll accept Braun Breaker, but I was a little bit like, would the crowd really fuck with Ilya like that? Like, I knew there was a lot of people that already fucked with him, but to the casual crowd that maybe didn't watch an NXT, and man, the crowd loves them. I love them. It's a win.
I'm not gonna say like him and Braun is on the same but he's right there. Like,
it's a very, very close second. Like, he's catching them.
Yes, definitely, bro. Like
where Braun has in the raw talent, Ilya matches out with his experience. So again, it's very neck and neck.
They was going at it, man. That match, shit, just to get into the match was a great match, man. From start to finish, man. Like you said,
Ilya knees
for years to come.
Yeah, when Dragunov hits Braun, or just anybody with one of those knees, it looks crazy. Like,
or that H-bomb, just forearm to the face.
Bro, straight forward, like, bro, that shit is crazy.
Just catching a dead weight.
Bro.
There ain't no way you can ease up on them.
I was very surprised. That's why I was surprised by the finish right there too. Like, it was kind of like where you got like a flash knockout kind of moment. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was.
Right. Like, it was like a flash knockout moment. She had to call the match. The referee had to call the match. Asia had to call the match.
Take a little whiplash into the shit, like off the spin, like nigga head hit the shit, like.
Yeah, I went and played it back a few times.
Like, okay. He probably lost his win too, so double whammy maybe. I don't know. I've had the win after a couple times. You cannot move no matter how much you try.
Yeah, that was a nasty looking bump right there too. You know what I'm saying? They did a good job with that right there. Braun looked incredible after delivering it. He just stood right over.
But before that, like he looked a little confused. Like, what happened? He should be fine.
Right.
We've done this a million times. There's always that one time it happens.
Facts. Now, Braun is a fucking savage.
He's a monster.
So it's gonna be that made him the number one contender due to the count out.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's him and Sammy set up for the IC title SummerSlam, the rematch. We spoke about this coming out the last PLE about him, the loss he took, and this could be his moment. Do y'all still feel like that? This could be his moment, or
because of what I seen tonight? Yes, and we could go further into that. Razor, you could give your take.
He's been on an absolute warpath since then. Like that loss, we've seen how much hungrier it's made him. Everybody get taken out. He's telling everybody, "I'm going to get what I want, or you're going to lose your life." Look at Ludwig Kaiser. Look at Ilya now. 2 heavy hitters, respectively.
and then not to jump ahead, Sammy, you got to worry about him, and you jumping another shit. We seen
you took a bag of some old shit.
We just seen Seth do that and make it his business, and that costed him. So, Sammy, you playing with fire, boy. You playing.
You ain't him.
Yeah, you playing with Braun. He hunting, boy.
You need 150% of your attention on that animal right there.
Word.
And if you want to take it back a little bit, right? In my opinion, I could be wrong on this. Y'all correct me. Sami Zayn don't really, even though he just fought Braun Breaker, he don't really got that like that story history with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go back, if I'm not mistaken, Judgment Day took the belts off of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Say that one more again. You cut out a little bit for me.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens lost the tag team belts, the red and blue ones, to the Judgment Day.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
So, for me, if Sami Zayn was to lose the IC belt to Braun, he'll respect him for it. Especially if Braun puts on a great performance, he'll shake his hand, walk out. You deserved it. And then now, like you said, he inserted himself to help Jay. I think there's more incentive, like there's more history there behind the Judgment Day with Sammy, along with him and Jay. Like they could be heading us in that direction. That's what I feel like is happening. Now I don't know if they'll capture the top. That's why I was asking y'all that in the group chat. Like, is there a world that we?
I think that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like if he did lose the title, you know what I mean? We already got him inserted in something else. You dig what I'm saying? And people are already questioning, will he be involved in this whole bloodline thing? When they all come back, will he be involved in this? So seeing him with Jay, kind of like, let's throw that out there, see how people react to that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, so this will ultimately mean how we feel about Sami Zayn's IC run, if this is it.
It was what it was, what it needed to be, more essentially. That's one of those, once he won it, all right, you had Ilya and Braun come up together, essentially. Who's going to get the upper hand first? Who's going to lead the class first? They lean more towards Braun. Braun's excelled at that, so Sammy's going to transition the belt on him to see if Braun's ready for this bigger spotlight.
What do y'all think was the program? No, I was just gonna say, AJ, what do y'all think was like Sammy's big moment as the champion? Like, what was his like?
It's supposed to be putting one of these guys over. It was supposed to be Gable, but then he went down the route where Gable turned heel, and now you know what I'm saying. That became Gable and Otis rather than letting Gable get his comeuppance with the IC belt. Now that's just my opinion. I don't feel like this was designed. Well, I think everyone. Sammy winning the IC belt was his highest moment as IC champion.
Yeah, definitely that.
Winning it from Gunther, that was the peak during this
incredible moment. That was incredible. Yeah. That's a top 10 moment this year, for sure.
So I think that just to answer your question in short.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But now I agree with you though, or like about you also said something about maybe Jay and Sammy could get the tag belts. Y'all feel like that? Not to jump ahead, but since we talk about
I think it's possible. They already gave Jay a run with Cody for like I want to for no reason. They already allowed him to go surpass his brother, right? So why not do it again?
I think
Jay,
if Jay
pinned JD today, right?
Yes.
Yeah, JD is the weak link out of that championship squad. For sure.
Oh, it's either him or probably. But if anyone's gonna get the belt off of Judgment, it'll probably be both Usos together, not Jay and Sammy.
Right.
That'll ultimately be a better fit. Like I said before, Sammy's one of those guys to where he doesn't need a belt because he can get a good match out of anybody, damn near. He can make a star anybody.
We could see a scenario where, like, y'all saying Sammy's interjecting himself while he still got his IC, so we could just see Jimmy pop up, like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you holding my brother down. Nah,
He was a real one after all.
You feel me? They have their on-screen moment. A lot can happen.
Now remember, Jay definitely was kind of salty that he became the tag team champion with somebody else. When him and his brother are considered the greatest. So I don't know if Jimmy's gonna want to see him become a champion with Sammy. Like, I mean, again, like
right. It won't be healthy. It won't be healthy. Yeah, it won't be healthy for the story. It'll make more sense for Jay and Jimmy to get that.
And also, do you know why Jimmy's so hot at that? Because that one reign with Cody, now there's one thing that the New Day will always have over them. They never won with anybody else.
But let me ask you something. I always thought about the New Day. The New Day was like a 3-man tag team champion team, right?
Yes, but during their
like
peak run,
defending it, and now it's Kofi, and I'm like, who's the tag champions? All of them.
Well, throughout history, during their big runs, it was 99.9% of the time Kofi and E. Woods was just the side act with his trombone Francesca and Francesca too, or holding Kofi's pancakes.
That shit was money though, Francesca.
Right. So there may be a small, maybe like less than 10 matches where Woods was a part of that and maybe even got a decision. But again, those were just the one-offs. It's always been Big E and Kofi.
Yeah, I wasn't a favorite that rule snakes, but they date that back to the Freebirds.
I was going to say, yeah.
Back to
it's named after them.
Yeah, the Freebird rule.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I wasn't in favor of this. I forgot when we was talking about this, but we was talking about this recently too. And he gave me the same breakdown. Well, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Because I always felt the same way. Like Big E was the one that they'll put in the match to ensure victory.
Yeah. Kofi would do the bogle stuff. E would get the finish, the hot tag, 11th hour, 1, 2, 3.
But if you talk about just tag, if you just talk about tag team, like when it came down to two of them, I felt like I could be wrong. We'll have to look up the stats. I think the Usos might have gotten the better of the New Day, regardless of.
In the one-on-one, yes, but New Day got the most reigns.
Yeah. Then they went and got that NXT. You want to count that NXT one in there, I guess, right? Or no?
Even without that, they have one more title reign on the main roster. Yeah, they got 11. Jay has 10. Jimmy has 9.
Let's not forget the thought that Jimmy has never won singles gold.
You said Jimmy? Jay?
Pardon me. I meant Jay.
Neither one of them won singles gold.
Right.
That's why I think it's not far-fetched for me to think like Jay Uso, especially everything is starting to make sense again. Like, okay, you got Jay flirting with Rhea, right? Now you got Dom and Finn putting themselves in bad lights with Rhea. So why wouldn't she just fuck around and help them win just to prove a point? You know what I'm saying? Or like, yo, first off, LIV is the reason why y'all got them belts, and y'all over here parading, happy about it. Like, let me change things.
And let's not think that what Dom did tonight ain't set off some shit in LIV. She's about to get. I don't know what LIV finna do next.
I think we're gonna get that this week, to be honest.
And I think Dom was playing both sides of the fence. Like when he was sitting there, he didn't like when I could be wrong. Did I look into this too much? When Rhea was sitting there, he didn't look too happy. Like he'll smile and then he'll put like the little serious face, and then like like it was just like his whole demeanor changed. Like when somebody's forced to do something, now they just rolling with it. Like fuck it, nigga. Like I gotta go.
That's what I say. Like then when he was talking about like as far as the intimacy. About like LIV and Dom actually did some shit, like, but we never really seen Rhea like do nothing with this dude. Like that lick tonight was like, we're really going to Netflix, y'all. Like this shit really turning into some other shit, dog.
Mommy was marking her territory.
Mommy like, yo, Rhea, like, man, buddy, listen, this shit's about the bag, man. You know I love you. Like we locked in for like. We trying to make this shit like, you know what I mean? Like I gotta get involved with this shit, make this shit must see. Like she licked that nigga a whole eardrum. I'm like, okay, Rhea, you
and buddy Pryor said, all right, cool. I'm putting this. I'm putting a car on the credit card. I'm buying the new Xbox Deadpool edition. I'm buying me some suits. I'm buying whatever the fuck I want. You ain't saying shit.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear shit out of you.
I'll say this. I do think that storyline, the way that Liv was up there talking her talk today, it was done masterfully. Like I know the past weeks I was a little critical on her dodging the smoke. I think she nailed it. She definitely nailed it home today with her promo from the stands over there. You know what I'm saying?
So we just gotta forget the elephant in the room. Dom let his nuts drop. For the first time since he got there, he let his levels hang.
I think, man, but damn, like now that I'm thinking about all this shit, it's almost crazy. There's gonna be a lot happening at one time at that match. That Rhea LIV match is gonna be shit.
I think this is shaping up to be one of the better SummerSlams.
Absolutely.
Obviously, since
in a while.
Yeah. The Brock, when Brock lifted the ring, was that at a SummerSlam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
last year before last.
They definitely looking to.
But most SummerSlam matches usually one or two matches that I'm looking forward to. This one, we could go to every match got some going on.
And not to get ahead, I don't think we're done announcing this full card. 2 weeks left, right? 2 Raws left. Top 5.
How many do you already got though?
Oh no, I'm tripping. No, it's not 2 Raws left. It's next Saturday, right?
1 Raw, 2 SmackDowns.
Or they announced the full SummerSlam card, did they?
Let's see how many matches they got. They got a few so far. I know that.
Yeah, they announced officially today the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins as the guest referee. So that was announced.
So as of right now, it is confirmed. Okay. I have 1, 2. Honestly, this might be the full card, to be honest. But to add more, I'm not mad at it. So far, you have confirmed Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk with special guest ref Seth Rollins. Sami Zayn versus Brock Breakker for the IC title. Logan Paul versus LNF for the US title. Bayley versus Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship. Damian Priest versus Gunther for the world title. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley for the women's world title. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa for the world title.
Whoa. Yo, this SummerSlam is crazy.
Do we need anything else?
The only reason why I'm saying this, because if y'all see who my picture is today, by the way, right? We seen a Sister Abigail done today. Like, I just want to see that match added. Can we get Uncle Howdy and Gabe added to that, man? Like, that
we very well could.
Come on, that's all I want. That's my request. I want to see Uncle Howdy get added to this against Gable.
Even if it's on the pre-show, have let's just album go hit while Jelly Roll singing his heart out in Cleveland.
It's gonna be some championship changing hands. Something that's SummerSlam. It's gonna be fireworks, boy.
This pay-per-view definitely shaped out perfectly to me. Even though
Oh,
we
and
got
also we could be seeing the SmackDown tag titles be defended because there is a 6-man match for the number one contenders spot.
I did see that, and I seen a team in it that looked very, very.
I seen a couple of teams I won't be mad at, to be honest. But you
Which
can
I
lead
seen
the
out
way.
there.
I seen GOD about to win that. There's a few teams in that. I thought I was thinking.
That's the one that stood out to you right there, though.
Yeah, God, just like them. I don't see no team in that. When he name out the other teams, what?
I think it just makes sense. We seen the attack.
So we have
Right.
we have the Gorillas of Destiny. We have Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin.
I know y'all proud of that. Hold on. I know y'all proud of that. That's a good slap for them brothers. Look, that's great. Great spot, that's
bro.
dope. That's dope.
We have the Street Profits.
Okay.
We have Carrillo and Garza from representing Legado del Fantasma. We have Pretty Deadly, but also we have the Good Brothers.
HD, that's HD Squad. Pretty Deadly.
We also have the Good Brothers.
Yeah, I'll tell you this though. They changed that little crop top they be wearing. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to, get down with that. They all right.
Don't knock my boys Pretty Deadly, but again, like I said, let's not let this go unnoticed. You're gonna have the core of the Bullet Club in the ring on SmackDown.
They
by the way, this is a gauntlet match. By the way,
it's a gauntlet.
Yeah,
you could have Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga in that ring together.
Oh, that's going to be a moment for sure. You just said it.
For the first time.
Yeah, you just said it.
Shit, almost 10 years.
That's
all four of them in a ring together.
Yeah, you just said it. You just
the first time ever on US, or also, and it's going to be in Japan. Are you fucking kidding me? I got goosebumps already.
The SmackDown.
Wait, SmackDown gonna be where?
They're in Japan right now. It's gonna be it's a pre-tape for this week.
That's right.
Wait, what? SmackDown's gonna be in Japan?
Yes.
You're lying.
Yes.
This SmackDown is about to be in Japan?
Yes.
Yo, that is insane. When the last time they did some shit like that?
I think NXT might have been the last time.
Yo, Triple H
for what?
Wow, I never even heard of
my favorite, or my favorite one-off, the Beast in the East.
That's what I was talking about. That might have been the last time.
Yo, I think that shit is so dope, bro. They going to Japan. Like
I said, the core four of the Bullet Club in a ring for the first time in almost 10 years.
And didn't they come from like those indies, like places like Japan? Didn't they come from those type of places, like wrestling federations and stuff? Yeah, what a way to treat the fans. Of course, they know what they doing, man. The people now they know what they doing.
Tama Tonga and Carl Anderson did share a ring at Wrestle Kingdom last year for the Never Openweight Championship, but I don't believe Tonga Loa was there just yet. I think it was just them two, maybe Gallows. But to have all four of them in a ring together, that's going to be one hell of a moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be crazy. You got all the people.
Corey Graves. Corey, don't fuck this one up. You have one job. You know the history.
My boy going.
By the way, I did see Hikuleo is officially signed at WWE.
Mm-hmm. Is that when we see a debut in Japan?
Wow. Possibly, because I don't think he left Japan after that match at Dominion.
Nah, I think they do that in Japan. The word gonna get out. We gonna see that on social media right now. They do that pre-tape right now. Like,
yeah, that's true.
We're gonna get. It would be a dope ass like moment if it was live. Like, it'll be crazy. But they ain't gonna do the SmackDown live.
Do they really do they do like rivals? Oh yeah, they do. They do a rival.
But also Japan, that they're a lot better than us here at keeping shit secret. They're a little more respectful.
Okay.
So there's a chance it could happen and it not get leaked.
Yeah.
What
nah,
was you saying
ain't gonna
about
lie,
what was you saying
SummerSlam
about
crazy.
Arrival? Is they are they gonna they're gonna have a NXT PLE surrounding SummerSlam or not?
I believe so.
Okay.
Because they're doing whatever about every 3 to 5 weeks now.
Yeah. Product is moving. Yo, I'm just wanted to just not the that SummerSlam card is amazing. That whole rollout, that whole card, crazy. The whole card is crazy.
Yup. No, just to get back to Raw, we had Lyra versus Sonya. You know, I didn't really care for this match, but
Mhm.
you know, the Razor's point, Sonya was out there looking good. So I see what they trying to do with this group right here. You know what I'm saying? As they should. They three tough. They come from background of MMA, so they should be on that mean streak right now. We'll get on to what happened later on in the night. But CM Punk comes out. He's officially cleared.
Drew, bring that ass out here, boy.
I want to say this too. Let's give CM Punk some credit. He looks in tremendous shape. He's been working out heavy. He looks amazing. Can't wait to see him.
Accountability, right? I think this being his quote unquote last chance, he knows he can't fuck up. Like when I used to see his stuff in AEW, I'm like, man, only if he just got into that good ring shape. Now maybe it was too much time in between, like the ring rush, like, you know, coming off 7 years not doing that, whatever the case may be. But
Tony
like
Khan
you said,
paying whatever the fuck you want.
right? There's no accountability to be better, right? Like there's accountability here from the fans, from the higher ups, from your peers. Like
they said he's already got the 2 strikes.
And what Steph said that to him in the ring, like I'm gonna wrestle circles around. Like you ain't gonna be able to keep up with me. There's already questioning
these are the
his
right
ability.
guys. I think Snakes or Razor said it about a week or two ago. CM Punk wanted to come back and work with the guys that are on top, right? And these are also the guys that can bring out the best in him. Like these are the guys that are gonna condition him. Talk about Seth Rollins. That's CrossFit training right there. That boy
listen,
go
you get in there with you get in there with a nigga like Drew. That's gonna bring that pressure. He's gonna bring that thunder in that ring, boy.
But also remember, this man's gonna be 46 later at the end of October. Father Time is not on his side.
I'm to the point where can we stop saying wrestler ages? Because that shit don't matter. It's like hip hop.
But hold on. Hear me out.
I like that.
The amount of time he spent away mixed with the ever-growing amount of injuries he's had since his short stretch of returns, the time off could have done more harm than good, potentially. That's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, ring rust is a real thing, but maybe there's a chance that there could be too much ring rust on him.
I mean, we haven't seen much. We've seen the Royal Rumble. We've seen him versus Dom in Madison Square Garden, and what was it, Sacramento on your side? That's all. I mean, to be fair, this is all
I seen that on YouTube.
but again, I'm just saying the mind could be willing to go the distance, but the body is saying, I'm tapped. Sorry.
I just think he got to be real with himself. Like all of that trying to do the Adam Hangman Page, Buckshot, like just chill on those type of moves and just do what you do, bro. Because what he do already is masterful. Like his in-ring psychology, he good. He don't need to be doing no springboard extra shit. Like you said, he up there in age, bro. Like, come on, just
he got Derrick Rose syndrome right now.
We're gonna see what CM Punk can withhold a few days. That match is gonna be incredible. We got Seth Rollins involved in that. Yeah, that's gonna be some shit.
Man, again, I wasn't surprised to hear the announcement. Like, I don't know if you guys seen the same things that we've seen on, like I seen online.
Every fucking thing y'all see. I hope y'all starting to like. It's starting to bother y'all a little more now.
Oh,
like,
you know why it bothered me?
It's like,
I didn't go searching for it. I didn't go searching for it. Just on my Twitter feed. Now, if I went
It make you want to
searching for
mute
it,
people. It make you want to mute shit, but it's like I don't want to mute shit because I love this. Like it's still you still get good information from this shit, but like when it get close to like SmackDown, it get close to Raw, it get close to the. It's like they leak every fucking thing, bro. It's like, come on, bro. I hate it. I hate it, bro.
This
I
is
really
why
hate it, bro.
this is why I spend all my time on Twitter talking as much shit as physically possible. I'm trying to adjust my algorithm. Maybe that's why I see so much AEW bullshit because I talk a lot of shit. But I do it in a ways to motivate them respectfully.
now I would now on the same just play devil's advocate. I was trying to brush it off a little bit because remember the reports Rikishi was supposed to be the special referee between the Usos, between the twins. So I tried to take it like whatever, like all right.
Steve Austin was supposed to be at Mania.
You know what I'm saying? Now, what I was glad about the crowd reaction, they were still hyped to see it. So it didn't take away from the announcement. It didn't take away from Seth being it. It didn't make the moment feel dull. You know what I'm saying? It actually felt like it added on. Like now,
But how
like
did
I
you feel
texted,
when Undertaker popped up at WrestleMania?
it felt weird. Because I don't know
All
what
right.
take.
Besides
you know
feeling
what?
weird, wasn't it shocking?
It was.
To me,
But
it
I
felt
wanted-
Because
like
you didn't know. You didn't expect it.
Yeah. Again, those are the type of moments you need to have. Switch it up. Like you said, we expecting Austin. We get Taker.
Bro, how about WWE need to start putting out fake news to niggas? Like, we know y'all niggas like to leak shit. We about to lie to y'all niggas. Stop lying to these niggas. Like, just throw these niggas lies. Like, tell us some bullshit. Like, fake us. Like, oh shit, and they be mad when they think they know some shit and it don't be that. They be like, no, you're not supposed to do it.
And that's why I feel weird. Going back to the Rikishi moment when I felt for certain. Now that'll be fire. The father reffing between the sons, and then they don't
No,
do it.
certain shit is
I'm like,
cool.
damn.
Like when you hearing like Rikishi coming and doing that, it's like, oh shit, like that's fine. Austin, oh that's fine. But like weekly shit, like every fucking Raw, every SmackDown, every
Nah,
telling us the
yeah,
matches.
yeah.
I know every match that's gonna happen. I know who's opening up the Raw. I don't want to know Gunther's coming out first. Let me just see his music. Let me just hear his music and get excited that I hear his music. It's like,
look how funny it is when they're wrong though.
And I say this, Adam Pearce, he does a good job. Like whoever's writing that stuff and him just delivering it,
he's gotten better.
Yeah, he kind of justified why there's a referee. You know, Drew McIntyre later on in the show, oh, you couldn't tell me about Seth Rollins. Well, you hurting the other referees. So now I'm like, okay, all right, that's a good little nug for it.
My only critique about it, instead of doing the special guest referee, why not go the extra mile and say we're going to have a special guest enforcer? We're going to make sure you don't put hands on the ref.
You could have went the classic route. It's like when Tyson was out there.
That would have been a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit better.
Remember this though, guys. When CM Punk decided to put that referee shirt on, his intent was fuck over your man.
Yep.
They count 1, 2, last. Seth Rollins do not want to see this man win the belt, bro. He doesn't, bro. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but Seth Rollins do not want to be the man that got to count 1, 2, 3 and lift CM Punk arm up and put the title on his shoulder.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but this makes that moment that much more obvious. If you do with the special guest enforcer, he's got a little bit of funk with McIntyre. He's definitely got funk with Punk. This just adds a little bit extra, another layer as opposed to it just already being in there. That's why I said earlier. My concern with this being a thing is one of these three people is going to get the worst of this, and that's going to be the unfortunate collateral damage that we're being conditioned to see or get used to seeing.
It's going to be a ref bump. It's going to be a bump. Seth fall out.
To me, it's going to be Drew. I think he's like shown. Does it hurt? Does he lose? Does it hurt him if he lose? Like we've seen him lose the championship in 5 minutes, bro.
It's not so much that. It's just he is essentially going to be the cannon fodder for Punk versus Seth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I see. That's how I agree on. I agree on that.
Whereas if you had him as a special guest enforcer, you could then wiggle him into their little beef and possibly all three of them wiggle them into the world title picture together as a package with Gunther and Priest.
Nah, they just want the fade. They want the Seth and CM Punk fade.
who static is more you're more intrigued by? CM Punk and Drew or CM Punk and Seth?
It should be two
CM
different
Punk and
things.
stuff. Yeah, it is two different things.
I
But
just
it's
say if
but
you
not,
had to choose, like who you okay, I got you. I got it. I get
no,
what
no,
you're
no,
saying.
no, 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 no. I'm saying it should be treated
Steph
as
just
two
came
separate
back.
things. It should be treated as two separate things. However, my concern with this PLE is they're gonna try to just mash it all together, as opposed to letting it be two separate encounters, two separate stories per se.
But I
Right.
do want to see Punk versus Drew. I feel like they have a different intensity right now. If I had to pick one, I'm more interested with how the CM Punk and Seth stuff can go. But where we at in the story, I want to see the Punk and Drew stuff. Where we at?
Let
Like,
me ask
there's a
y'all a
lot with the
question.
family. Mm-hmm.
We've seen the last couple weeks CM Punk and Drew kind of in the same space of each other.
Mm-hmm.
We have not seen that bracelet. Where's the bracelet?
We saw it with Seth a few weeks ago.
Now
I
look,
think that bracelet is going to come into play at some.
they can't lay hands on each other. They did not
Okay.
say anything about laying hands on Seth Rollins.
Mm.
Now, they didn't do it tonight, but maybe next week we can see one of them get into a scuffle with Seth leading into the SummerSlam PLE. That's what I'm thinking, at least.
And like I said, that's my concern where you blend all three of them as one package as opposed to letting it be two separate things.
Mm.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see the direction they go in because I very much feel like what Snake said, Seth doesn't want to see or doesn't want to raise the hand of CM Punk, but I think that's what's gonna happen. Ultimately, part of my
That's
brother
gonna
raised her, he
that,
might have lagged
yeah.
out or something.
Yeah, that's gonna be a moment that he's gonna have
We
to
got him back.
regret for the rest of his life. You
Technical
know what
difference.
I mean?
No, you good, brother.
Yeah.
I that's what I think is gonna happen. I think like Snake outside, Seth doesn't want to raise the hand, but ultimately I think that's what's gonna happen. And I think once again, Drew's just he's gonna do something really stupid on Monday. It might be to Seth. It might be at the PLE. It might be CM Punk to do something stupid to Seth on Monday, but when the time comes, Drew might do something really stupid at SummerSlam.
Like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see what they come up with. I just feel there's a way it could work, but also it could just as easily go south.
I wonder who came up with the whole idea of Seth being a referee. I've never heard y'all not have fucking come back to something. I've never heard y'all not have a quick response to something.
I said it's one of those things where, again, even when it was a rumor, I wasn't a fan of it to begin with because it's like, why?
Yeah.
To your argument, as you said a few months ago, this first match should have been, if anything, an unsanctioned match. Since Drew can keep his hands off of nobody, all right, he is still suspended. This match will be like a lights out unsanctioned match after the main event. Let it be what it needs to be, and then it's done.
Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all feel like Seth Rollins was they brought him back too soon? Like he goes in, challenges Damian Priest out of nowhere, loses that, right? Oh, I mean, obviously, I feel like it could be setting up towards some Roman stuff too, right? But it just feels like right now, this little inclusion
That was cheated.
You said what?
He was cheated out of that.
Yeah, with the last match with Damian Priest. Yeah,
he was cheated.
Yeah. So this that's what I'm saying. Why would they want to raise it to raise his point? Now, if you doing that much of an effort to include Seth into this, I would think, all right, well, let's go all in and bring it to the highest level and then do one of these crazy matches.
Or here's another theory as to like if they have they gone the special enforcer route. Now we could see this potentially this weekend as well. Since there's a lot to be expected. We don't know the overall match line. This could be the main event for all we know, potentially. But first, let's assume this is for a moment, okay? Seth's doing 3-count, whatever, or something like that. To Snake's point, maybe there's an anonymous ref bump. How are you going to ref bump someone on the roster? You have Roman snake him one time saying, "I ain't forgot about you. This ain't over." And then
Roman?
like I said before, before Roman gets to the stuff with the bloodline, or even if he's on the route for there, he's still got to run it with Seth. Because in his mind,
Roman pop would not be for Seth Rollins, man. That shit would not be for that.
What if he gets more than one pop that night?
That's historic. I'm not even thinking of that level.
Yeah,
again, thinking on that level. You know what I mean? History, a story.
That's what I'm saying. Like again, say he comes back for solo this week and whatever, but also, like I said, he lets Seth know, I ain't done with you yet.
Let's not undermine the fact that The Rock can make an appearance this weekend too. Don't count out The Rock coming too, man. I know we expected Roman, but
Zilla's also going to be in town. Zilla's also going to be in town. I'm just saying.
Yo, if Zilla pops out as the newest, like that shit is going to be now. WWE is on a different level. They never could be fucked. They can never be.
All bets are off with them because we don't know.
Never be fucked with. They got everybody on that roster.
Again, there's so many what ifs that can go because again, they're on the good graces of everybody else now. So again, literally anything can happen at any time.
I'm gonna be honest. This is the first time since the '90s that I feel like every pay-per-view been fire. That every PLE feel like it's been like it's been must watch. Yes,
it's got meaning to it.
Yes, like you know what I'm saying. Like from bell to bell, from the first match to the last match, everything means something.
What they saying right now? Shit is cinema.
Like I said, have you guys ever, with the exception of each division, each brand's tag teams, okay, not counting those, as far as the singles titles, when was the last time you could say there was honestly a division for each belt? From Raw to SmackDown, not even to NXT. Each belt, you can see 5-6 folks contest for that belt, and you can see them holding that belt at any point in time.
I feel like there was always that, but there was never emphasis on it. Like you've had the IC days when Shinsuke was holding the belt, but for some reason it felt meaningless. Like the way Gunther held that and took it to, you had Bobby Lashley with the United States belt, and then he moved on to the WWE Championship after.
Then you had the John Cena Invitational.
So they've had moments, but for some reason it just didn't feel equally as important to like what you're saying now. It feels really like, nah, you can't enter this division without conquer. Like you have to conquer the IC United States before you can.
Not even that. It's just like it's okay. That belt's a little thick right now. I'm gonna go fuck some shit up over here real quick because I can.
Right, like kind of like in the video games where they got a rank. Like if you ever do the universe mode and you see how many contestants for one belt, you rather be ranked 16. Or you could just be over here, ranked 3rd, ranked 4th, get up in there. Like, come on.
Tony Khan, this is how you do a ranking system legitimately, my boy.
So, you know what I'm saying? Simulation. Pilots, they simulate. Before they get up out there, they simulate. You know what I'm saying?
Stop listening to Dave Meltzer. Take notes from Papa H. I'll show you a thing or two.
Man.
Or even go hit up Shawn Michaels. Hit up the birthday boy Shawn Michaels, too, while you at it.
I'm telling you.
Shout out to HDK, man.
Yo, they definitely work. I think they said it was his birthday today, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Crazy. Him and my wife, he got the same birthday. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's fire right there. But nah, man, what else we had on the show? We had a little backstage segment that's gonna lead into what I'm gonna say. So it was that moment where Judgment Day were backstage and they're like, let's go find Jey Uso. Let's break up as, you know what I mean? You go this way, we go this way. So you got Carlito and JD. They go, I guess, if you want to call it south, because they went behind them. They went south, and then
they went somewhere.
They went somewhere, right? And then you got Finn and Dom about to head off in one direction. Finn's like, you know what? We should go separate.
You go this way.
Now you felt like Finn set him up, like he knew Liv was gonna be there. Cause that's how I felt. Like he came skedaddling back, like you know what I'm saying? Like he knew, like.
I feel so fucking jealous because I missed this whole. Like, how did I miss it?
And that segment happened so fast too.
Fuck.
He's saying, "Leave me alone. I'm good.
Right.
We're good. Me and Mommy are good."
You know what I really enjoy about Finn Balor's facial expressions? That sometimes it's kind of, I feel like we got our suspicions about what he's doing, but when he makes these expressions, it's hard to read his true intent. Like, or maybe like kind of what y'all was saying before, like him and Liv got an agreement and she's going off the rail on certain things. You know what I'm saying? And he just be sitting there looking stressed now, like, dang, like
This was
That
his time
moment
to
of
get-
when he told Dom in the beginning of the show, like, you know what you got to do. When Rhea was telling him, like, what are you doing going at the J? Like
right.
that was that was showing me like some serious Finn. That was a serious Finn.
Yeah, like
He
That
he
said,
was the
"What you said? What
sneakiness.
you
That was the
crazy?"
sneakiness on display right there. The sneaky shit, like, you know what I'm
right, like
saying?
she just said dead that. And he's like,
And knowing like I could get in Dom's head like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, but did you
nigga,
guys
Dom mad gullible.
you catch Dom's reasons for why he still wants Jey Uso? I saw on social media that you said you guys got each other's numbers. I don't like that.
You're Rhea said. You think I ain't see your
see what
socials with Liv?
you feel me? Like,
You ain't slick.
you feel me?
Oh,
But that's all leading up to you see Sami Zayn having a backstage interview, right? You know, talking about Braun Breaker. Homegirl asked him if he was concerned. Oh, concern's not the right word. Then you hear that? You hear the background noise, the camera cut. You see Jey Uso getting beat up by the Judgment Day. This is now what we was talking about earlier in the show when we started talking about Sami Zayn, Jey Uso. This is that moment, chat. Sammy sees Jey Uso getting beat up and he inserts himself right away, no hesitation. Starts spanking Carlito, JD, bouncing his bobblehead off that storage unit. You
All right,
heard
Pat
that,
McAfee.
bro? That stuff was crazy. I'm like, nah, bro. Like JD's the truth for that one. He sold that one for real.
He do got a big ass head though.
Yeah, he putting it on the line right. That's concussion right there off that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we had that happen right there. That sets up the match for the evening main event right there. That moment right there sets up our main event. I feel like that was a little different too. We got a backstage segment of random that kind of set up the main event. Now that ain't new.
right,
That's new, right? Like, but we don't see that often.
right.
That's you know what I'm saying. I like how they
It's
switched
different.
that up. Yeah, a little different. Again, doing shit, new even when shit works, right? Even when you got a formula, still working within the formula, but throwing new looks, just like the NBA, right? Like, you know, when the NBA, you watching the finals, now all of a sudden they got this new camera view and stuff. Like, they could have stuck with the formula they had for years. No, they still trying things, you know what I'm saying? Still adding. So I like to see that. The next match, what you said, Razor? We couldn't hear you.
Just look at the Braun Breaker spear camera.
Man,
that camera angle.
yeah, that like
They gave it that the sky cam.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
I've never really seen them use that aside for anything other than like maybe an entrance of some sort. So, you know, like, so that's definitely good work right there. My boy Razor, this is his moment of the night right here. Xavier Woods, Otis, and Akira Tozawa versus the Final Testament.
Free Otis. Free my boy.
Not gonna lie, I don't want to get into it for too long with them because I know that's your man's. But I'm glad that they really gave Otis that look. We just talk about it like they slowed him down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Tozawa got some shine too.
Again, we were speaking about Tozawa too, about how he had a little serious run in him when they first introduced him to WWE over in the 205 Live era, competing in the Cruiserweight Classic down at NXT and stuff like that. Like, he got a good look. So they let him get some offense. I was surprised that they really let Otis go wild on AOP though.
Again,
Like,
they're in Otis's hometown. He's from that area. You gotta let the boy shine first peoples one time.
Yeah, I missed these segments, man.
You didn't see that one? So that's the match that they randomly, we was talking about this last week, where they randomly paired up Xavier Woods and Kira Tozawa and Otis, because
I
now
came right
Kofi's
at the
hurt.
end of this. Right at the end of
Yeah.
this match when it was ended.
And then after this match, some fire stuff happened.
That's when we really got to the real action of this segment.
Yep.
Yeah. So we see Xavier, Otis, and Tozawa, they get the win. And then you hear the Alpha Academy music hit. Gable comes down to the ring with the Creed brothers. He's offering that olive branch. You guys can still recruit
What's the
us.
correction? Testament got the win. Crosspin Woods.
Yep, pardon me. You got the Final Testament. I honestly didn't get to see the finish of that match. I just assumed that Otis and them won because they were still in the ring. So thank you for that correction right there. You got the Final Testament with the victory right there. But then you got, like I said, Gable and the Creed brothers. They came out, offered that extension to Otis. Otis said no. The answer's still no. And then
I just got a damn good promo too.
Talk about it.
Chad Gable saying, "I'm gonna give you one more chance. Come back to your master." Well, that would say master or mentor. I forgot what he used, but
so your coach.
Come back to your coach. The YSX are after everybody, quote unquote.
Protection.
Yeah, we got to protect each other. Otis says, "All right, well, why'd you bail from them last week?"
Oh yeah, he was sounding real confident on the mic for sure. Otis was hitting them points.
Talk your talk, Otis.
Yeah.
And he says, basically, we're good without you. We don't need you. You were asked to us. So then Gable and the Creed brothers snake him to Tozawa, start beating them down, and then we get the piano note. The lights go out.
Damn.
Out come Sister Abigail.
I was going to say, it was an
Rabbit,
amazing, seamless transition from one match to
Huskus the
another
Pig,
thing.
and Mercy the Buzzer.
And if you was telling me like last week that this match was gonna lead to this, or I didn't even I thought this was just gonna be a throwaway match. Didn't even think Gable would come out at the end of this.
I didn't be to this extent. But like I said, you had Abigail, Mercy, Huskus, Rabbit come out. You see Gable in the ring. And lo and behold, behind him, Uncle Howdy reappears. Gable damn near shit some stuff. We have an incredible stare down. Bam! Sister Abigail. That place went fucking ballistic.
Gable sold the fuck out.
He got planted.
That nigga. Planted.
WWE should have brought that decibel meter for that Green Bay crowd once Howdy hit Sister Abigail. I don't think they would. That place got loud.
On the screen real quick, so you guys see Uncle Howdy right there. A little quick look. That's what we was able to capture right there on the quick fly while making this. Man, the presentation, I think it's fine. I think we've wondered for a long time what his ring gear would look like. We'll see him with the long trench coat or that long jacket he'll have on. I think this is the ring gear right here.
Got the Fiend's dreads.
Yeah. How y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about how Uncle Howdy looks? First sight.
Good first impression.
Yeah, great first impression. You know what I mean?
Because again, you could tell Bo been in the gym.
Awesome.
Bo put on some size, so he's ready now.
At first, I thought that was Drew McIntyre, but that was. I was
gonna say Drew's got a couple inches on Bo. But again, it's tested to that size he put on.
I just think this all will come all the way around circle if Gable demands a match.
Now I know I asked you guys this on the text message. Do y'all feel like would it hurt to see more of Bo Dallas like we seen him last week where he just came out, got washed up, and started laughing, or do we want to see more of this Uncle Howdy, or it doesn't matter?
No, it does matter.
I'd rather see
Okay.
what we saw before that, where he just randomly appeared in Adam Pearce's locker or his office. Those moments where he just comes and goes.
That looks
You
more
let him say
slick.
a couple words. Either let him say a
That
couple words, or
yeah.
just you just show him real quick and then boom, pan a commercial. Just little stuff like that.
I would like to see now, like Mercy and the other ones do their finishers. You know what I'm saying? Like get action. You know what I mean? I want to see them. I don't need to see with the rabbit, right? You know what I mean? I'm okay with that, but I want to see Mercy and Nick.
Mercy and Huskus.
Mercy and Huskins. Like I wouldn't mind seeing the three. Like somebody, I think one of y'all said it, a 6-man tag match. That be it.
And I think if we go that direction now, I think we may get Uncle Howdy and Mercy and Huskis. I don't know how ring ready Eric Rowan is. Like out of everybody in the group, he's the one that hasn't really been as active.
Well, but again, he's
along with
experience.
Bo, but
he's
you only need them niggas for the like. Not, I'm not saying won't see him in the ring, but right now, bro, could you imagine the Y6 entrance at SummerSlam? All them together coming out.
You can do it almost lumberjack-esque, where they're all standing on one side of the outside. They all got one corner.
That'll make SummerSlam max.
Or even like when he first bring them characters to life, the Fiend. Remember how they were all standing somewhere in the crowd, and the camera pan towards them, towards each one. Maybe something like that. I wouldn't be mad them walking through the door just like they debuted though either though.
What if you get the mix of both of them? You put a door on each entrance of that venue, spread it out.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, with
there's a lot you could do with it.
With the lights and the smoke, like if you do it with that person, yeah, that'd be wild.
Have Abigail pop up right behind McAfee, Graves, and Cole out of nowhere, scare the shit out of all three of them.
that'd be wild right there for sure. Yeah, that Uncle Howdy, Sister Abigail, and Gable though. It kind of got me. I want to see what the rest of the move set gonna look like. Not gonna lie.
Well, that's all of those. I don't care where they go with this. Just don't speed this up. There's no need to rush this.
That's why I don't really think they might. I don't think they're gonna be on the SummerSlam. I think this might be drawn out until the next.
That's just me being greedy, y'all. By the way, that's me.
Yeah. Well, again, Gable could come out, talk shit, whatever. And then you could have him appear again.
What is the start time of SummerSlam? Is it a 4-hour show? Is it starting at 7? Is it starting at 8? What we doing with that? Nobody like, because if you start at 7, you might be able to sneak this on there.
I think Jade and Bianca, don't they get a match on there too?
Interesting. So for you guys,
they're on a flyer.
For you guys, it's a 6:30 start time. I don't know if that's pre-show or not.
It might be, but then that'll still line up because 6:30, an hour and a half. No, an hour and a half pre-show. They've been doing hour and a half on the pre-show, right? WWE. Yeah. So if they do 6:30, then it'll line up to be what, 8 o'clock. Man, I don't know.
Or
we'll see. We'll see.
Or they can go maybe 6:30 to 10 o'clock over there for you guys. Potentially. Again, we don't know if this is the full card or not. We already got 6-7 matches.
Snakes was saying something about Jade and Bianca. They got a match on there too.
They're on a flyer of the, like, you know what I mean, of the first SummerSlam, you know.
But that could be a multi-women's match when you add in Lyra and Isla, or not Isla and what the old girl's name, and possibly
we could start off SummerSlam with that, and then just take off from there.
You could pick any match and just basically start off with it; it'd be just fine. That's what's crazy about that whole card.
Or LA Knight versus Logan Paul because he's from there. Top it off with the hometown dude.
SummerSlam main event.
Cody and Sikoa. Come on, it's not even a debate. Come on.
Yeah, that gotta be it. I think
Come
so.
on. To me, I think it's Cody. So,
Yeah.
I mean, especially if there's gonna be more story surrounding it.
Potential Roman sighting, maybe.
potential. These motherfuckers is acting like they spoke to Rome. Like, for real, man. Nah, come on, man. This shit is like, come on, man. Like, this shit is ridiculous.
Roman has been working out with Kai Green as of late, so he might come back. Jacked as
Do we
fuck
expect
again.
any changes to the theme when he comes back? Any changes to the theme music?
No. He's got to keep that orchestra forever now.
Okay.
He's got like that. That's his. Like every character you could say has had like a signature song, whatever. He's finally found it.
Right.
Yeah, the Shield music's cool, whatever, but this you could say is actually him. Austin had the glass shatter. Rock had the if you smell what the Rock is cooking. Roman got that clean ass orchestra.
Add on to it.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
You probably could, but again, you wouldn't need to.
That's what I was gonna say. Add on to it, like a little like a little more orchestra, some little remix shit.
Like
to it.
what they did with the Rock's presentation. I thought that was beautiful. Like, and then seeing that shit.
Because I feel like once it hit, right, it's going to make people erupt. Then it's gonna be like, when is he coming out? When is he walking out? You feel me? They can play with that shit for a second. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna be like, oh my god, he's here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then play his song, then play it, roll it out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what if they found a way to mash up certain snippets of the Shield music in there as little Easter eggs? Like maybe like
niggas gonna think Dean Ambrose's coming.
But again, you sneak in the little like radio in and out, whatever. Just sneak it in there, see who catches it.
Right.
But yeah, Moxley, he ain't leaving anytime soon. He's making too much goddamn money over there.
Doing nothing.
Well, not doing nothing. It's just he's literally all they got.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Like, thank God he's taking a break from Japan, or he wanted to be there for a good minute so he could actually enjoy a vacation for once.
Back to the Raw.
Not to my bad. Go ahead, HD.
No. What you gonna say? What you gonna say?
I was gonna say not to stay on those guys over there for a minute. KFC, shit like that. We call those little KFC, Taco Bell. But what happens to Kenny Omega? What's up with him? I like him.
He's got diverticulitis, so he had to get some of his stomach taken out. So I don't expect him back to anywhere for maybe the end of the year, if not maybe Revolution next year.
Gotcha.
But I was just gonna bring us back to the Raw joint.
Yeah.
What you was gonna say, Razor?
No, I'll add on once we finish Raw.
But Bronson Reed, it was scheduled to be Bronson Reed versus Pete Dunne. Now I like this segment because we had a little convo last week. We thought Sheamus was gonna be on this trying to ask Pete Dunne, like, but why? Why are you doing this?
Right.
He just came out here and just leveled him, like, bro, listen, boom, hold this down. Then he took his shit out on Bronson Reed too. Beautiful.
An eye for Pete, and then Bronson. Hey, I ain't done what you ate either.
I kind of like that mean streak from Sheamus too, because he got the physique. Like, he's definitely a big dude to, like, you know what I'm saying? Not be presented as a chump. So I like the fact that he gonna school Pete Dunne real quick. Like, yo, hold on. You nice and all that, but I'm still the Celtic Warrior. You feel me?
I'm still a bad motherfucker too.
Yeah.
But I was more satisfied with Sheamus' promo after that, where he sends a message to Pete Dunne. I don't know where this beef came from, but either we can hit the bar, have a couple of drinks, and talk about it like men, or you know where to come see me.
Now, my only concern
we'll find out who the real bruiserweight is.
My only concern for Pete Dunne is that now if he's playing a heel character, if he presents himself as like a chummy heel, that can possibly hurt him because he's stronger than that. You know what I'm saying? We seen a little bit like he ran out the ring today after he was getting that smoke.
Don't sleep on Pete Dunne now. He could throw hands with the best of them.
Oh, I know that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want them to present him in his way. Like, let him go at it with Sheamus. Let them, you know what I'm saying?
You are not going to tell that man no. I can promise you that.
I mean, he smoked Sheamus the last two. I mean,
he's thrown hands with Gunther when Gunther was twice the size that he currently is.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want no back down. That's all I want. I want a good, clean toe-to-toe between them. You know what I'm saying? But again, they can't give us everything in one night. So him sliding out the ring, it's saving that moment.
Pete Dunne the type of catcher where he'll probably tell Triple H, "Oh yeah, we'll take it easy. Go to Sheamus. Nah, fuck that. I'm beating your ass. We going down. We throwing down."
Again, the pacing of the whole show that happened right after the Uncle Howdy said. So I feel like the whole pacing of this whole Raw was fire. We get the backstage segment where Rhea is like, I forgot what she said. You remember what she said exactly? But Carlito was like, "Oh, you can ask Liv."
No. She asked them like, why are they being like, what happened? So they said, well, JD's, I believe it was JD. We found Jay.
Yeah.
We found him, but Sammy showed up. Looks to Finn and Dom. Where were you two? Carlito chimes in. Ask Liv.
That was not cool.
That was not cool. As soon as he says that, Rhea
goes, what?
She drags Dom.
We're going to the ring.
Yep, where we going? Going to the ring.
She's ready to bend you over that knee and so Rhea comes out. Liv, he's all yours. You can take him.
You want him? Come get him. And Liv, again, like I said earlier, to me, this is one of her better promos that I've heard throughout her whole career. Like, in terms of in character, away from all of the emotional, oh, this is my first champion. You know, this right here, I was like, oh, yeah, she's coming at Rhea. Like,
I liked her last week with that little sexy wet tank top shit. She killed that too.
But she also told Rhea,
crazy.
This ain't the same Liv Morgan where Rhea almost ripped her shoulder out of the socket. She's a
and like I like how she came for her. Like,
yeah,
nigga, he don't want a girl like you. Like, I was waiting for her to say it. Like, you muscular man. Like, I was waiting for her to go there. Like, just go there. Just you already there.
I was surprised that she went there in terms of like, oh, he doesn't want somebody like you. He wants somebody like. Right. I was surprised she even went down that road. I'm like, okay.
That shit got real hot. Like, what?
And then she says, Dominic has feelings for me. I want him to say those 3 words to me in front of you.
And then Dom proceeds to go off.
Lets his nuts drop for the first time in his life.
Yeah, Dom.
I hate you. He gonna turn into baby boy.
I hate you. Y'all understood Jody, the Spanish more than I did. What was he saying in Spanish most of those times when he was saying? What was he saying?
He called her a homewrecker, called her a dumbass, said, I hate you, I can't stand you.
Bitch.
I wasn't
going to go that far. He called her a bitch in Spanish? Oh, I'm about to say, no, he didn't do that. He did?
Yeah, he did.
He was going in on her.
I had to go look up the clean translation because us
Spanish I know people, you speak Spanish.
Nah, but look.
My Spanish, yours ain't that different.
No, they do. They do though. Spanish people talk Spanish differently, and I learned that shit working with people. Like people, just a simple word like a book bag could be said different ways in Spanish. You feel me?
I mean, the slang terms, yeah, but the whole meat and potatoes, like, and me, damn, the same shit. But that's basically, yeah,
That's why I had to look it up though, to see if he could get away with that. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely tests the waters. He's lucky they don't.
Tested
He's
the
lucky
waters.
in Green Bay they may not know what the fuck he was saying.
Well, he probably had to say that shit in Spanish.
Yeah,
so he don't get censored.
Right. Definitely tested the waters with that shit for real. He called that cabrona.
Are you stupid? What part of I hate you do you not understand? Can you get it through your head? I don't like you. I never liked you.
Now, do y'all think he really hurt Liv's feelings?
Again, no one thought he'd let his nuts drop.
Now it seemed like she was taken back and surprised, but again, I felt like Dom was put on the spot and had to make an action. I
definitely thought when Liv was walking out, she was gonna like fake the cry and like laugh, like this is what I wanted type shit. But she looked like she really was hurt. That's why I was asking.
It's probably one of those. You didn't have to go that far. Damn.
Right.
And possibly could see her little plan slipping away. But I think Dom still really got something for her. He just in a spot right now. This is his stable mate, his mommy. You know
okay, HZ, I see you going with that. Okay, I like that theory. Okay,
you feel me? Like, yeah,
I'm scared of shit in Rhea right now. I can't even. You feel me? Like,
but like I said a couple weeks ago, Rhea got him 2 titles under his name. What Liv get him? Oh, his first victory over his daddy. Okay, he's gonna get that eventually. Ray getting old. I got him gold. He was somebody with me.
She got him chicken nugget.
And Dom probably had to think about that. Hey, you're right. I was tripping. And then we got to everyone's favorite moment of the night, where once again, Rhea Bloody Ripley made some young men hit puberty early.
Rhea ain't never feed that. Rhea ain't never feed Dom. She fed that nigga some chicken nuggets. Niggas don't forget that shit. Cody brought me some food, brought me a PlayStation. Now you niggas say what y'all want. That nigga Dom will never forget that shit, boy.
He was out there living his best life. Chilling. I remember that one episode. You gonna bring the nuggets? You gonna bring the nugs? He was hype about that. He was hype about that.
You know when nigga Dom want another massage. Rhea ain't never giving no massage. You're like, come on, man. Like,
she did give him that lick on the face today, though.
Yeah, that was the gift that fucking Razor been putting in the chat. Or that was what Rhea did to that nigga face.
That's what Jimmy wanted to do to her. Tell her I said
Man, that was it right there for that segment. Then we got the little, what you call the designated piss break. We got Zelina and Zoe Stark. Snakes called this one. He was like, man, if Zelina win, he's done.
One arm.
Well, I depending on how they go, but I can see a world in which you set up Zelina versus Rhea, because again you bring Rhea back into it one last time. But also, if Liv were to win, you can get that run back. So I mean, I'm cool with either matchup after this one. But it'll be fine. Yeah. It'll give us a little palate cleanser as we get ready for SummerSlam or Survivor Series, or even Berlin.
That match happened. That's what I'm gonna say. That match happened.
But again, like I said, Sonya Deville wasn't looking too bad.
I like Sonya. I like her aura.
Now she definitely been badass. She just got derailed by injuries too. Mm-hmm. She had the tag team championships with Chelsea Green. Had to give it up, but Chelsea Green, that's when she started to tag up with Piper Niven. So everything happens in a weird way. Yeah, it's crazy.
But she's back in a rhythm. So
this entrance for the main event, I love that shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That whole the wrestlers spending time with the fans at the, in that hall area. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they came out together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Entrance. Oh my god.
Not only that, they brought the handshake back.
Mhm.
Word. I miss Must See TV.
Fire moments right there.
They did the handshake with the foam fingers and everything.
That's what like definitely sparked my speculation that we're gonna see more of Sami Zayn involved with Jay in the near future. Again, why I think Braun Breaker's gonna dethrone Sami Zayn, capture the IC belt on that SummerSlam Saturday.
Remember, as soon as Jay came to Raw, like Sammy let him know he got his back. Remember, since he came back, you know what I mean? So
I think it's more so that him, Cody, all them three respectively. It's one of those. Whenever we see you, yeah, we got your back. It's good. It's all love.
And then the one deciding factor, you got Jimmy Uso as a free agent. He could reconcile his differences with his brother.
He could pop up this weekend too, potentially.
Sami Zayn, I said,
weekend.
There's history with the Judgment Day capturing the belts from him and Kevin Owens. He can't capture it with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens on SmackDown.
if I may, I think that Jimmy may be a part of Roman's plan. So I think we may get Jimmy as a rival before Roman.
Possibly. But also with to your argument with the Sammy interject himself with the Judgment Day, like I've talked about, we could see an elimination chamber for the IC belt. What if Finn could be that sixth person along with Ilya, Ludwig, Braun, Sammy?
Bye.
You said an elimination chamber?
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time they did one? That was last year, the Perth one?
But I'm saying they've never done one for the IC belt before.
Mm-hmm.
If we're gonna pick 6 individuals for that first time ever match, we've speculated spitball who could be that sixth person. It could be Finn.
Yeah, I think it's definitely time for Finn to get out that little tag team division. Like, I'm not like he's not a bad tag team dude at all. Like, I don't mind seeing him with the tag team belt, but I want to see him back on top in the singles division.
I'm going to step further that he'll hold both those belts as we see the dissension of the Judgment Day as a whole. You could have him come out saying Prince 2 belts, the champ, and then
you think he makes another faction, having JD as his partner already? That's one person.
You can get away with him and JD for the time being. I don't think he needs a third person right now, or that could be Carlito for all we know, because he's been kind of like buddy and agreeing with Finn as of late. I mean, yeah, Dominic did bring him into Judgment Day, but again, who's he been kicking at the most? Finn and JD.
What's the match I want to see the most going into SummerSlam?
That's a hard one to pick. Honestly, for me, it's a toss up between Cody and Solo and Liv and Rhea. Because those are the number one stories of each show, if you think about it.
Okay.
Damn, crazy. You might.
Those might be the
Jones,
bro. Those might be them. Like,
those have been there for at least this this calendar year.
If I had to pick a dark horse match to watch, I think the Braun Breaker Sammy would be fun, along with Gunther and Damian. Like, if I could just remove those two matches that you just mentioned,
Gunther and Priest is definitely gonna be the sleeper match. Where I don't think that could be a lot better than what we're giving them credit for.
Right.
Is there any tag team action happening on
those could be announced these next couple go home shows?
We got Nia Jax versus Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea Liv, both the men's.
Do we see Tiffany Stratton
mid.
cash in at SummerSlam?
I think so.
On who?
I think so. I had Nia Jax winning, so I would think it's gonna be Nia Jax right then and there. They could also prolong this, like they could really milk this thing out where she keeps teasing the cash and now on Nia.
If Liv Morgan wins, I wouldn't be surprised if Tiffany cashes in on her.
That'll definitely switch things up.
Because you could have the Queen and Princess of the Ring as the Raw and SmackDown Women's Champions.
That's fine.
I mean, you have the women's tag team champions appear on all shows. Why not have those two appear on all shows? You got Meechin on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and Level Up every week. So, what's two more women on the bus with her?
It'll allow some new matchups, different storylines. You can have Rhea and Liv still going at it without the title.
Imagine Rhea and Nia present day. We get the rematch the rematch of Lyra Valkyria and Nia Jax. Because we still don't know where Charlotte's going to end up. We don't know where Shotzi's going to end up. Whenever Becky decides to come back, we don't know where she's going to end up. When Asuka comes back, we don't know if she's going to stay on SmackDown or not.
We got a lot of fucking talent that got to come back. That's crazy.
And like I said, think about it. WWE is doing all this noise when, if you think about it, we just got Seth and Punk back. So we've been doing this with almost no heavy hitters.
Right.
And they're still doing all this fantastic numbers. Like I said, imagine when Roman comes back, when Rock comes back. We could get Brock Lesnar back this year, potentially.
Oh, man. At this point, I want Brock back.
Next year will be the final year of John Cena. So there's a lot coming very soon.
Let's not forget, John Cena, you jumped in Roman's business. He's coming for you, brother.
And not to mention, who knows who could pop up from TNA. It could be the current TNA heavyweight champion, Nick Nemeth. It could be the former champion, Moose.
Let's clap it up for Nick Nemeth. I'm proud of Nick Nemeth, man, getting that title. I like him as the champ, man. Shout out to him, man. Formerly known as Dolph Ziggler. I was proud to see him win, for real.
Oh, no, that was an incredible match. That match really could have went either way. The crowd was a little surprised when Joe Hendry got taken out.
Oh,
Two,
Lord.
He got screwed over by a hometown guy in Josh Alexander. Because
the school gymnast, right? School gym dude.
Josh,
you're like Rick Steiner. You like Rick Steiner.
The old Kurt Angle head.
Josh Alexander, he's nice. Like,
nah, he's nice. He's nice.
When
I watch his matches, they definitely be some fire match. It give you that Kurt Angle, like a hybrid Kurt Angle.
He got that Chris Benoit intensity.
Yeah.
With the Kurt Angle athleticism. And this man is every bit of 250, 260. Then again, you also had Moose, one of the longer reigning champions for TNA, but also Josh Alexander, the longest reigning champion they've had in history. He beat Samoa Joe's record. So again, like that places in very, very good hands. Also, our boy AJ Francis picked up a massive win over PCO in that show as well. In an amazing match. And then we also had Mustafa Ali, for the first time since leaving WWE, take a loss, losing the Exodus Championship to Speedball Mike Bailey. So again, a lot of great stuff. Ash by Elegance, formerly Dana Brooke, had an amazing match against Jordan Grace as well.
Yeah, I seen bits of that one too. Mm-hmm.
It's the Slammiversary we talking about, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Okay.
But also,
Yeah, that was the same verse was the same night of the Jake Paul joint, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was going back and forth looking at both actions of the night.
Yeah, so when the main event ended for Slammiversary, they were just starting the co-main for the Jake Paul fight. So it was Amanda Serrano.
Mm-hmm. I watched this other dude get put out. The H2O dude, he was fighting a body, bro. Both of them were undefeated, bro. It was crazy. This dude H2O was on Lucas' body the whole time. This dude just caught him with the boop boop. 3 P's here. You want an extra bread with that? It was over. Night. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. I didn't expect to be like entertained like that from like. I mean, I don't know what to expect from Jake Paul cards because early on you used to get them.
Usually the undercards have the actual boxers on the card.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like before, I was like more used to seeing them do like they'll have the YouTubers or like just these other people, you know, first time boxers getting in the ring. Now they, like you said, they actually got real fighters. So the whole card was kind of entertaining to watch. But yeah, I was going back and forth. Slammiversary was fire too. I did catch the PCO match with AJ Francis too. The spots they was taking in it, man. I seen PCO take a lot of crazy spots too, but shout out to like AJ really out there getting crazy. You feel me? Taking them bumps.
Yeah, I didn't catch the pay-per-view.
Yeah, if you get a chance, watch some highlights, man. That shit was alright. That shit was like fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces, not like full.
But also, I don't know if it's this coming week on Impact or in the next couple weeks. We're gonna get another wrestling wedding. PCO and Steph DeLauder.
Should be entertaining.
Wrestling weddings almost always are, and they're always full of bullshit too. But also, a quick piggyback to Snake's point of Kenny Omega, his best friend Kota Ibushi has resurfaced after being out for damn near 7-8 months.
What was he out with?
Shit, 2 broken ankles at least. Yeah, so he broke the first one a little bit after Wembley.
Like
he kept wrestling.
Least, like,
so he broke one a little bit after Wembley last year or whatever period after that. Then kept wrestling. Wrestled the Noah show, broke the other one. So he had 2 each ankle was broken. So yeah, everyone was like, "Bro, just chill." Had surgery on both of them. I think he had surgery on one of his shoulders too. He was all kinds of fucked up. But he came back and made a surprise appearance to his old stomping grounds of DDT. He looked like he was in shape, so we may be seeing the old Ibushi back. Keep that man away from AEW. He's better in Japan. He's more at home.
He should have just stood in the WWE too. He looked good in the Cruiserweight Classic or whatever that shit he was doing in NXT.
So with him, he's always one of the guys to where he's never wanted to be tied down because he didn't trust contracts per se. Even this time in New Japan, it was always on a per appearance deal, even though they wanted to sign him, lock him in for a minute. But I think he was on a deal when they put the belt on him, and there was some back and forth behind the scenes bullshit to where he ended up getting fired from New Japan because some miscommunication stuff and all that.
Would you like for WWE to get to a point where they kind of did this early on? Like if you remember back in the days, the early WWF Raw episodes, you might see a Rob Van Dam on an episode, a Cactus Jack while he was still on ECW, right?
You mean like a random legend pull up?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fuck it, right? A legend of the game. Something I don't want to say exactly to what AEW does. I would like there to be a little bit of build up somehow, or like give us a few video packages or something, right? Like, all right, next week we're gonna have the wrestling legend or Japanese wrestling legend Kota Ibushi pop up on Monday Night Raw.
So at this coming SummerSlam, they had announced on social media from Pro Wrestling Noah, no Michi Marufuji will be in attendance.
See, things like that.
So yeah,
right?
they announced that after, I want to say right before the G1 started, or a little bit something like that. So they put that out on their internet presser. So they announced him coming. I don't know if he's going to get it physical or not, but like it's to your point, the fact that they announced him, it gives folks a chance to research who he is.
Right.
And if anyone in the chat hasn't seen him before, at least watch his recent match with AJ Styles, or look up his match last year with Will Ospreay, or even his stuff through the last 20 years. I think this man
give WWE a good chance to expand more global than they already are.
This man chops about as hard as Gunther, or pretty damn close.
And I think it'll further establish these working relations, especially when they send a WWE talent over there. It'll maybe give the WWE more, the fans more incentive to want to watch, because now they're getting more familiarized with the Japanese talent, or whatever talent they bring in, Mexican. It could even be across the border in Canada, right? Canadian wrestling, whatever, UK, whoever. Just give certain people a look that don't want to be tied down. Because I think it'll benefit. Like, even the Cruiserweight Classic, when they bring all those guys in for those one-off appearances, they need to bring shit like that back, in my opinion.
You got a couple cats from NXT that are going to be in Noah's version of the G1 called the N1. One of them being from the No Quarter Catch Crew, Tavion Heights.
Man, he's getting a... I don't know what it
is. This is big for him.
He's getting a look, bro, because... I feel like
he was on Slammiversary this past weekend. He's going to be in Japan in the second biggest tournament in Japan.
And this is all in like, for me, a 3-month span of seeing him on NXT Level Up, or just Level Up, NXT, and then
you got Charlie Dempsey going to Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. These kids are getting the rocket on them.
Like, they nice in the ring too. Like, when I watch them, I feel like there's no stutter in their steps. The movement is very clean. They know their way around the ropes, around the ring itself. Like, I'm not surprised for Dempsey, but Tavion, I don't know much of his background, his history. So it's like,
he definitely been putting the work in.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, like that's definitely incredible to see for them fellas right there. Yeah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that, because again, I think it'd be WWE's finding ways to expand on their own, no doubt. But I just think that'd be another great way. They already put their television on different countries, right? Like their broadcasts.
It's reestablishing the relationship. That's all it is. You just gotta break bread, let them know, hey, whatever happened in the past, that's not us anymore.
Yeah, I want dudes like when I was growing up, I rooted for Taka Michinoku. I rooted for Tajiri, even Funaki from, time to time when he was out there.
I'm just putting it out to the universe now. They already got the work relationship with Noah. If they can get All Japan as well, you could have Tajiri and Super Crazy pull up on WWE again one more time.
Right.
Super Crazy been working to Noah. He been busting ass.
Was Ultimo Dragon from Japan too? Or
he's in CMLL, so he's been on AEW.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Yeah, so did you hear the scuttlebutt with him?
No.
In AEW? So he hadn't been without a mask in years. Tony Khan wasn't aware of that, so they had to make him a mask last minute. The mask wasn't even fitted for him.
I seen that, and he kept having to hold the mask. Yeah. That was him? Wow. And then the mask ended up coming off anyway.
Yeah. And he tried to tell Tony Khan, I haven't had my mask in years. What the fuck is you doing?
That's crazy. Where was that lost in translation? Like, no, we're gonna put you in the mask. Don't worry.
And you don't tell them till the day of.
Nah, that's some bullshit right there.
Yeah.
Because I could only imagine, like, Rey Mysterio, he actually I love that interview he did because I guess there's a few times I've mentioned this interview with the Jackson interview, the chain company, the jewelry company, and he mentioned that he started wearing the mask open here because the other ones he started to feel like it was hard to breathe after a while. You know, so you're making a mask for a luchador that got to go in the ring. You don't know if this fits his comfort. If it's breathing,
can he move in it? Can he breathe in it?
Can he see?
Snug on it? Yeah. Because for all I know, the eye hole could be right here, so it's covering half your vision. It's gonna be hard to blink.
Yeah, making it for the dude is not like again, like you said, it was presented the day of. So it's not like we had it tailor made for him. Like, oh, we're working on with his hair because it looked like his hair would seem to be an issue too.
Yeah, because he got a lot of hair.
Yeah, right, man. That's a spot. That's a spot right there. What that? Yeah, that's incredible right there. Again, though, I think I can't wait to see Stephanie Vaquer make her debut. I know she did her debut with WWE over in Mexico, but like officially on WWE television, I would like to see how they transition.
Coming up soon. Julia could be any day now.
Yeah, because she's back, right? She just had that match also, right?
Match in Mergolo was pretty good. She is in the attendance for the Japan shows or backstage. But what she done some interviews lately. I don't know if she's trying to portray herself as a heel or what, but she was already talking shit about Marigold recently. So again, it could be a persona. Again, I'm not familiar with her promos as of late because I don't really watch that much of her in Stardom. But we'll see. And then later tonight we have night 3 of the G1 Climax.
I definitely like how WWE picked the speed back up because I felt like the last SmackDown that it kind of breezed by and not in the good way, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of like the show was good, it was okay.
I mean, if you think about it, they probably just to get some folks a rest because of what they got going to Japan, going into SummerSlam.
And it's kind of if you watch wrestling for a long time, it was predictable. Now I don't want to use the word predictable.
You can tell when they get their fucking gas every so often.
Yeah, I kind of called it. I was like, okay, they took Randy Orton out last week. Who's gonna help him this week? Kevin Owens.
Took him out this week.
Now the question is, does he have any allies that can help him this week?
Because now it's like Solo said, whoever gets in my way, we're gonna get him too.
Now I feel like this is a good way. Like, also, if you don't want to put Jimmy and Jay together just yet, this is a good way to have Jimmy still a free agent, right? So he can just come back to just help Cody fuck them off real quick.
And just like when Roman comes back, you tell him everybody gets one.
And Roman, I feel like he's always spun shit in a way that made sense. And now let me lay it out, right? Whenever the family has problems, he puts them in a perspective of, why are you taking it emotional? This is for family success. This is for us to be at the top of the food chain.
Business.
This is exactly. So even he knows how to manipulate. Like you said, you get this pass. You got that. You know what I mean? Now let's get to what really matters. So I could definitely see all of that because,
but that's the very reason why. Whenever he appears, Seth, sleep with both eyes open.
This man is not
in Roman's mind. If you didn't have the audacity to play the Shield music, he would still be WWE undisputed champion right about now.
You know what makes it worse now too? That Seth doesn't have any allies like on Raw. Like you see how he was helping Cody, and like Cody had his help. He kind of if you want to put Jey Uso in that mix, then maybe. But
but also like Seth, I think he already has a reputation of he's already stabbed enough people in the back to where folks don't trust him. So that way he's just dolo.
Yep.
And he's cool with that.
So like when it's time for Roman to go that direction, I think it should be easy. I don't want to say easy pickings like that, but it should be. He should be able to get that victory.
Like Jay, Sammy, maybe even Jimmy potentially. They'll probably look at Roman. Roman will give him that look. They'll give him that nod. Be like, all right, we get it. You need this one.
Roman got to come back the same way he came back when he won the title. Wreck everyone and leave.
But in this instance, it's like now he's got a hit list.
Yeah, that's what I love about it.
You got Seth again because one, he in his mind scream out a champ, but on top of that, Seth is the ones that keep bringing up the ghost of his past with the Shield. Seth in his mind, Seth won't let that die when he killed it 10 years ago. Then once he gets through with that, then on to the family business on SmackDown. So
there's gonna be a lot going on. I think, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm ready for them to move certain things around. Like whenever the next draft come around, I wouldn't be mad if they move the whole bloodline stuff towards Raw and Netflix.
I can see that. Let them get their uncensored free will. You just want to see Jake actually kill somebody on camera, don't you?
I want to see it all. I want to see it all. Like
you want to relive something on the lines of Undertaker choke slamming Mick Foley off the cell or through the cell. By God, they killed him.
Hell yeah. I think there's a lot that could be done, especially when we don't know what comes with that partnership from Netflix. Like, do we get do we get access to writers? Do we get access to more camera production? You know what I'm saying?
All Triple H said about that was nothing's off the table. And we've seen the limits they've pushed so far. You're gonna have them put parental controls on WWE once they go to Netflix.
We could really go back to them times where they was driving the monster trucks into the arena, tearing down sets and stuff. You remember, like
Austin with the Zamboni, Austin with the beer truck, Kurt with the milk truck, Eddie with the septic truck.
For real, like must see. Oh no, we can only see this on Netflix. No, we gotta go. We gotta go. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that type of stuff.
For sure, it goes bring back Gene Snitsky to punt over another fake baby.
Man.
But also, could we see certain folks return? Like
I definitely think that's in the play. Because now
I'm talking like an Enzo, maybe a Leo Rush, certain folks that we thought would never be seen again.
Yeah, I think that could definitely be in the play. It's just it's gonna be a lot to work with. That could mean more, like you said, less commercials could mean more on-air time. The commercials or the breaks that they take can be more controlled.
Or again, if you take out the bullshit from what we see on the current day-to-day stuff, maybe it's just start to finish, boom, 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 one episode. No filler needed.
I mean, then if there's anything that they need a break for, like 30, probably a minute to change the ring around, you have somebody backstage conducting an interview, a backstage segment. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, keep the show going somehow. There's enough content, enough.
Instead of seeing commercials, you'll probably see like the raw like transition screen or something like that.
I mean, they could bring back, like, I know they tried it before, but like when they doing that a little bit with the Judgment Day, right? But imagine they give them a little bit of a longer, instead of these 15-second, 30-second segments, they blossom into like a little minute or whatever, and it's like the APA angles back in the day. You just get captivated by the door, somebody knocking, the whole interaction. It became a thing. Like they could get some more backstage stuff. They'll be solid too. It don't always got to be, because you got to give the ring crew a little time to finesse some things too, right? Like you got to give the people time to get in place for certain things. And
yeah, but we see they got enough folks on that crew. We see them like fix a ring in less than 5 minutes sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I remember one like when I was live at I forgot which episode, but they brought Roman Reigns out. Everybody, it was like 8 people with hoodies on. Roman Reigns was one of them, and he went to go hide wherever he was hiding at.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody really paid attention because we didn't. But then when we all put it together, like, oh, he was really with the crew that was walking by. Like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they gotta
even when you put like the disguise on LA Knight too.
Mm-hmm. Got to get them a little time to plant. You know what I'm saying? Get they plants off. But again, they don't got to be 5 minutes. So it's like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 minute and a half should be good to get people where they need to be, and they get right back to doable.
Well, I said they're so fluid. They're like they could probably get done in 30 seconds if you think about it.
Boom, boom, boom.
I mean, shit. You see how fast Braun can spread out to the ring.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you done seen it too. I've seen instances where they roll out a new mat in like fucking 15 seconds, and it'd be like that's a big ass mat to roll out in the ring. Like,
but again, they got it down to a science where everyone stands here, we move in this direction. 1, 2, 3, we're done.
Yep. Clean. Yeah, I'm definitely hyped for the build up of SummerSlam. We got a week and I want to say a week, but in wrestling shows, we got like a week and a half.
We have 1 Raw, 2 SmackDowns.
2 SmackDowns, yeah.
And the next NXT PLE isn't until August, or like sometime in August.
So that's a good 7 hours of wrestling without NXT. We not including NXT. It's a good 7 hours of main roster content before the actual SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hyped. They could do a lot with 7 hours. They could again add stipulations, take away stipulations.
Well, like I said, who knows what's gonna happen in this this tag team qualifier on Friday in Japan of all places. Who knows what's gonna go down with Cody and Solo? Who knows what's gonna happen with Gargano and Ciampa and their ordeal with A-Town Down Under?
Yeah, I think if you want to get people paid and just put them on the show for the night, you might put them on the pre-show, like that very last. You know how they'll just have that one match?
Well, sometimes 2.
It's maybe 2, and then you just lead into the pay-per-view. They did all they talking, then it's just go right in.
But again,
you know what I'm saying?
I can see a world in which you have maybe Gable come out, and we have an Uncle Howdy segment on the pre-show. That way, moving forward, you can't sleep on the pre-shows anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like, we seen it with the Drew segment. They did a little something at the post. Gave us something like, oh, hold on. You got to watch out for the...
Big E has been dropping random Easter eggs about the shows during the pre-shows.
Yes, he has, which I don't know how I feel about that. It's fun.
He's got a cheeky way of putting it, too.
Yeah,
some of them be like...
things.
Yeah, he gets a little too specific with some, like, E, you don't got to be that obvious, buddy.
And then they come to fruition, so it's kind of like, did you give us that Easter egg, or were you just talking shit?
But sometimes Triple H just says, go ahead, say this. If they figure it out, all right, whatever, they're still going to watch it. They don't know how we're going to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, I think like there's a fan base of people that watch everything, right? Like down to the mobile interviews, and then there's some that they just tune into the main action.
Some just catch the highlights.
Right? So it's like you said, it could be placed there, but for those who caught it, you caught it. It's kind of like, again, when it happened with the Tama Tonga, when Biggie mentioned, oh, he has a brother, Tangaloa.
He said the Gorillas of Destiny and the tag team lineage. Tangaloa appears.
But I don't think nothing much was. I don't know. You correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't see many people like complaining or like saying, "Oh, he." So it was able to fly. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think what was what took the attention was CM Punk reacting to like, hold on, I know I've been out the game for it, but they actually let you say that?
Yeah, the part right there where he reacted. Like, hold on.
I'm just looking up the card for night 3 of the G1. 3 matches that are actually, they're all going to be good matches, but there's 3 specifically that are going to be very interesting. One of them being Shota Umino versus Gabe Kidd. That's some bad blood there. Another one is this one's going to be a physical one. Jeff Cobb versus Konosuke Takeshita. Then you have the next chapter of the rivalry between Evil and Sonata. 2 guys formerly of LIJ, now with 2 separate factions, but the Bad Bloods never left there. And then what likely the main event, Tetsuya Naito versus Jake Lee. Last time these 2 were in a ring together, Jake Lee beat him. And that was when Jake Lee said, "Fuck you to Noah, I'm joining Bullet Club."
Shaping up.
And then you have Callum Newman versus ZSJ. It's gonna be, again, I expect Sabre to win that one. And then you have Shingo Takagi versus Great O'Khan, which that one will be a nice little physical bout.
And when's Wembley for AEW?
This weekend.
The 27th. Saturday, July 27th or the 28th.
They've been doing Sunday pay-per-views, I think.
So it's the 28th then.
I think
Sunday lands on the 28th. 28th lands on a Sunday, I should say. Yeah, this is gonna be a crazy week. Wrestling fans.
Hold on, I stand corrected. It's the end of August.
Okay, so it's it'll be August 25th. Yeah. Okay. I felt like they had something going on though. They didn't have like something like going on this week.
I could have sworn they had something this month.
Yeah, or at least lining up around. No.
Was Forbidden Door this month or last month?
That was last month.
Let's see.
Oh, actually, it could have been at the beginning of this month.
It was the end of last month.
Okay.
So
what, 30th? Yeah. The 30th?
Yeah.
Figures.
So which means this Wednesday's Blood and Guts will be the big show.
Yeah. Blood and Guts was up a pay-per-view, or that was just like a big match?
It was something that they started during the pandemic. It's basically their war games. But yeah, Darby Allin says he's prepared to die. And on the cover art for Blood and Guts, in the front for the Elite, you have Hangman Page, and on the front for Team AW, you have Swerve. So it looks like we're going to go into Swerve versus Page 4 or 5, whatever number it is now.
But yeah, I guess, you know what I'm saying, that's set right there. Tomorrow, you got anything for NXT tomorrow? You know what's happening on NXT tomorrow?
Let me see
before we get out of here.
I know they're supposed to have some type of segment between the No Quarter Catch Crew and what's name for them writing off Damon Kemp. I guess either she joins the faction or she tells on them.
Ethan Page, he's been looking phenomenal with the title. And this is no shade to Trick Williams, but it felt like something was just missing, or like with him as champ. I don't know if it's the fact that Ethan Page came right from AEW, so it's kind of more like a shock. Maybe it's not shocking to some, but maybe just like that. Oh, he from AEW. He became the NXT champion. Maybe it's that. I'm not sure, but
again, to me, I just feel it's one of those things that's more like Ethan Page. He's more prepared for that spotlight. Trick still coming to his own, much like with Braun and losing his second first time. There's no need to rush everything. Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow we have Carly Bright versus Ren Sinclair. We're gonna have a segment between Roxanne Perez and Thea Hall. What else? What else we got? Essentially, tomorrow is the go home for Great American Bash. Because the Great American Bash starts July 30th, and it will continue on August 6th. We could be seeing more between Cedric Alexander and Tahiti Miles. I guess that's the new name of Asante the Adonis, or vice versa, or it could be his actual name.
What's his new name?
I don't know. His name on Twitter is Tahiti Miles, but that could be his government name. Also, tomorrow will be Brooks Jensen versus Josh Briggs. And Josh Briggs, he's another one that will be in Noah's N1 tournament. Nathan Frazier and Axiom have been calling out the Motor City Machine Guns. Yeah, but I think the Brooks Jensen Josh Briggs fight might be the main event for NXT.
I seen that too. I felt like, what did they have a disagreement or something after last week's loss when Jensen lost? Like, where did they get from this one-on-one?
Well, all this tales from when this whole stuff with Josh Briggs first started, to where they said that he was drinking too much or whatever, and then he started saying, "Why am I not being booked?" And then all this other side shit.
But it sounds like we might have to see what that's about. I liked how Jensen was looking in the ring too last. I didn't realize, like, the first go around, I feel like because Brooks is a little taller, like, I didn't realize how big Jensen really is though. Like, he's really like 6'4", like he really tight.
Yeah, big boy.
Yeah, he tight. I'm saying, so it's good to see how that ends up right there. You got any other thoughts before we get out of here?
Is this the first show we've without Mia Yim in 2 months today?
I was surprised. I was surprised.
I guess her and Keith Lee just moved into their new spot.
Okay.
Or either them or either they moved in or Shayna Baszler moved out, but that was all over their social media.
Nice. You think she wants part of that group right there with that little tweet she made? She acknowledged them. She just fucking around.
That's just the homegirl. She's just showing love.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, at this point, I'm just chillaxing until we get the next leg of the G1, because between now and the next 2.5 weeks, the shows are going to be about hour and a half long, because it's just the block matches. And then once we start getting some eliminations, and then we might see some longer shows, because then they'll incorporate mixed tags just to have folks on the tour still.
Okay. So yeah, y'all already know, man. Unwelcome your thoughts off the hip. But my brother Snake Eyes, my brother Razor, this your boy HD. Until the next one, y'all.